These little hooks right here are gonna change how you get organized. Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Shannon from thedailydiyWire.com, and all the ideas that you're gonna see today are gonna take you only 5 minutes or less. I think that's pretty good when it comes to organization, and I bet all these ideas are gonna get you motivated to get organized too. So let's go ahead and dive into this very first idea using Dollar Tree hooks. So first up, go Dollar Tree for having such great selection of their command style hooks. Great prices, $1.25 per pack, and they also have a really great selection of them as well. So my first idea here is I love appliances that come with the thing on the back so you can wrap your cords up. It keeps them organized and easier to pull them out of the cabinet. But if you have appliances that don't have that on there, you can grab some of these hooks from Dollar Tree and make your own. Like my little mixing bowl that I have here, didn't have a thing on the back of it, so I'm adding my own. So I'm using the larger size hooks here. I put the first one on right side up, and the second one, I'm actually putting it on upside down. So we'll be able to then wrap our cord around this and keep it secure. So here's a close-up look of the side, and then also a close-up look of the front. So this is what it should be looking like. And then just go ahead, wrap your cord around, and once you get to the plug, just kind of tuck it up underneath the cords and that'll stay put for you. No more aggravation trying to get these out of the cabinet. Next, we're going to add one of these white hooks to the side of our cabinets here. Now, if you have this next to your sink, utilize this space. It is just screaming for one of these hooks to be able to hang things on, like your dish towels. You just don't want it up too high to where you can't reach it, or too low that it's going to then hang on your countertop. These clear hooks work so great on tile backsplashes, and I also love that they just kind of disappear when you're not actually using them, so you don't necessarily see them. Obviously up close you do, but from far away they just kind of disappear, which is nice. So I have been using this one over our stove, and I've been switching out different wreaths for decorative purposes. Here's my Christmas one. So it's a decorative idea, but let's do an organizational idea. So for this one, you're gonna need 2 of those clear hooks. We're gonna put one on each side of the stove, and then we're going to hang a dowel rod from the center there. Then all you have to do is grab some S hooks and hang them from that dowel rod, and you've now created additional vertical storage, which gets things up off of your countertop, out of your drawers, and allows for you to have more space. So I love this little ladle that I have because it already has a little hook on the back, so that just slid right over the dowel rod. But of course, if you have utensils that have holes in them, then you just use those on those S hooks and they hang from the dowel rod. So not only is this really useful, but it's also really pretty too. So it kind of creates a nice display over your stovetop. Keeping with our kitchen organization, you're gonna need some little bitty hooks for this one. We're gonna get those measuring spoons out, and we're gonna attach those onto the inside of a cabinet door. I love this idea because when it comes to baking or cooking, if you put this inside of a cabinet door that is next to your stove or next to the countertop where you do all of your prep, this makes it so much easier to just pop open that cabinet door and easily see and grab out the size of measuring spoon that you need. Next, we're going to utilize the inside of our pantry door, just very similarly to those measuring spoons. We're going to pop some really small command style hooks onto the inside of this pantry door, and then we're going to grab out some binder clips. Yep, head to the office section of Dollar Tree, grab a pack of those, and then all you have to do is clip on your seasoning packets, or I like to hang our yeast packets from this and then pop it over those hooks. Makes it easier to see, grab, and then also gets it out of your pantry to make room on those shelves. So this is one thing that we all have, a waste basket, whether it's in our bathroom, office, crafting space. This one actually happens to be for my office, and I like to repurpose and reuse all of our shopping bags and use them as trash bags. And this little tip is gonna help from those bags sliding down into the bottom of your wastebasket, just using these inexpensive Dollar Tree hooks. So this is so easy to do, and it's gonna save you so many headaches in the future. Just take your medium-sized hook, flip it upside down, and put it on the skinnier sides of your wastebasket. So in my case, I have a taller size wastebasket, so I'm putting my hooks towards the top. If you have a smaller wastebasket, you wanna put them more towards the bottom. You just wanna make sure that once you go ahead and add your shopping bag to the inside of the basket, the loops of the handles are going to go over those hooks and stay inside your basket without falling inside. So it's kind of a trial and error here. So do what works for you, and then it's also going to save you those headaches of those bags falling down into the inside of your waste can. One of my nightly frustrations is having to grab my charging cord off the floor. So I remedied that with one of these more smaller, kind of squished together hooks from Dollar Tree. Easy peasy, stick it right onto the side of your nightstand, and then we have a nice little spot to put our charging cord. So the next day or later on, you can just grab your cord right off the hook. No more bending down, or in my case, kind of having to roll over and hang off the side of the bed to get my charging cable. And you know, why not just throw in this cute little face right here? Honey was my little assistant for the day, and she found herself a comfortable spot in the bed. Give her a thumbs up for all that cuteness. Now moving into the bathroom, I want to show you an easy way to make a little holder for your toothbrushes using the smaller size, that metallic small hook from Dollar Tree. These you actually want to turn to the side, and we're going to make a little spot for us to be able to wedge our toothbrush into that little hook. So it does help to kind of hold your toothbrush up so you know exactly where you want to put the hook, and you want to make sure that the hook is going to go underneath the bristles of the toothbrush, and it just kind of wedges in there, and it's nice because it gets it up off of your countertops and gives it a nice spot in your bathroom. Now I have several ideas, and you're only going to need these 2 items from Dollar Tree. I absolutely love these plastic frames. They come in different sizes. For this one, we're going to grab the bigger 8x10 size. Also love the Dollar Tree carries the hooks in some metallic colors. So these are a nice, pretty silver color, so they look more metal versus plastic. We're going to put these 2 together, and I'm going to show you a few different ways of how you can use it. So first, a couple tips with these picture frames. They actually come with a protective coating on them. So you can see we have kind of a hazy look off to the right, but when you start peeling it off, it becomes that clear, glossy acrylic, which is what we're wanting. So peel that plastic off of there. I also love that these are now pretty much customizable. So you can put a photo in there if you want, or we're going to be using this for organization in my bedroom. So we kind of have a coastal vibe going on in there. So I put a piece of blue scrapbook paper in mine, but you get creative. Use something fun to use as a background, and then using those metallic smaller hooks, we're going to use those and put them along the top of our picture frame and create a necklace holder and display. So I'm going to show you here just hanging all the necklaces onto here so you can see how that looks, but get creative here. You can use different size hooks, a lot more hooks if you want. Put them in different locations on the frame so you can use them for obviously necklaces, but also bracelets, earrings, things like that. You can use the same display and picture frame as a sunglass holder too. You'll just need some larger sized hooks. This pack came with 3, so I put 3 of them right down the center of this frame, and it makes for a nice little stand and display for your sunglasses, so they are easy to just grab and go, and also keeps them nice so they don't get scratched. This idea is super simple too. These flip top containers you can get at Dollar Tree. We need some kind of scoop, so I'm using some measuring cups from Dollar Tree as well. And we're just going to turn those to the back sides of the containers and add some small little hooks on the back sides of those. And then we are going to hang our measuring spoons from those hooks. So what does that do? Well, it's actually saving us space within those containers. They're kind of small. So if we were to put those scoops in there, it would take up space for us to be able to actually put the product inside of there or the ingredients inside of there. So you're saving some space, and it's also convenient to just grab those scoops and get what you need and hang them back up. These hooks make it a little bit more convenient to be able to hang even more hooks like these wall hooks from Dollar Tree. You just need 2 of these command style hooks, 1 for each side. So instead of actually screwing or nailing something into the wall, or in my case underneath my work table, I'm using these command style hooks to hang up a hook system, which gives me even more storage and organization. And in my case, I used it to hang up my Cricut and vinyl cutting mats. So this could really be very handy and convenient if you don't want to put holes in your walls. So you can do this for things like your cleaning supplies, like dusters and things like that. You could also use it for hanging up your brooms and dustpans. So get creative to use that idea. You can use this similar idea with one of these shower caddies from Dollar Tree. We're going to do a little bit of some snipping here and there to take off that top handle. We're not going to need that. And then we're going to use this in the kitchen. So we're actually going to attach this onto the side of the refrigerator. So using some larger size hooks now, we need them to hold some weight. So the bigger the hooks, the more weight they're going to hold. So we're just going to hang our little basket onto those hooks so it doesn't damage our refrigerator side. And then I'm going to be adding some kitchen items, or actually in this case, some coffee bar items. So if you don't have a coffee bar, you want a coffee bar, you don't have room for a coffee bar, here's a fun way to kind of add some space to your kitchen. And you can add things like your coffee syrups, your coffee pods, your coffee cups. And as you can see, it does hold quite a bit. Great for hot teas too. Continuing on with the theme of using these hooks to hang other organizational items, you can actually find shoe organizers at Dollar Tree, and they have a smaller size. It's only $1.25, and let me tell you, these things are golden. They can be used in lots of small spaces, including places like the inside of your cabinet doors. So this is our little coat closet next to our front door. So such a great way to have those smaller items, especially the wintertime items, gloves, hats, scarves, mittens, all those kinds of things. Just plop them right into those pockets. And as you can see, I didn't really want to damage our nice cabinet door, so these hooks made it to where I still got that organization without having to add any hooks or screws or nails. My son is obsessed with baseball hats, so he's got a lot of them. So I thought this would be a great way to also store his hats. So you can put 1 in each pocket, or you can load 2 or 3 into each pocket depending on your hat collection. But a great way to keep those next to the front door so you can just grab them out on the go. So if you haven't watched our recent kitchen renovation video, you may not know about our hidden door. So this cabinet over to the left is actually an entryway to our basement, and also a little hall space where we keep our cleaning supplies like our vacuum and mops and brooms and things like that. Pretty cool, right? Pretty fun when you can customize your own kitchen design. So again, same thing here. We have some space on the inside of the door there that we can add some more storage, just like the same shoe pockets like we did in the entryway closet. So this one though, we are going to add some items that kind of need to be handy for our little puppy Honey. Well, she's not so much a puppy anymore. She's 2 years old now, but she's still little. She's still our puppy forever. So she's got a lot of grooming supplies and leashes and collars and things like that. So just using that extra additional space to keep all of her things organized, along with, you know, when you got pets, you have to have a lint roller handy too. And if you're like us, you probably have a cabinet full of cups. I mean, overflowing with cups. So these pockets are actually really awesome to hold your smaller sized insulated cups. Just plop them down into those pockets and free up some of your cabinet space. I love thinking out of the box, and these shower caddies had me thinking you could use this not just in your bathroom, but in your kitchen too. So we're going to do a little bit of modification here. They come with a bunch of suction cups on them, but you can pop those off. We're also going to need to cut off some little plastic pieces that were kind of keeping it from laying flat against the wall. And we're going to use these plastic command style hooks from Dollar Tree to then attach it onto our tile. So just like I was showing you in the beginning, these hooks are great on your tile backsplashes because they are removable, obviously, but they're not going to damage your tile. So we're going to use the shower caddy above our countertops. Again, a great way to get things off your countertops, but still keep them handy, and you still will have all of your workspace to be able to work on and cook and bake and use. And this was kind of fun to look back on. This was before our kitchen renovation. So if you're interested to see the before kitchen pictures and video versus all the process that we went through recently to completely renovate the kitchen and see the after, I will have those videos linked down below for you. A great couple videos to watch after this one. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure to leave me a light bulb emoji down in the comments below and a big high fives to you. I appreciate everybody that sticks around and watches all of my ideas. It's also super helpful when you hit that thumbs up button, so thank you again for doing that. If you're new, you can also subscribe so you can come back every single week for brand new ideas that I share with you here on the Daily DIYer YouTube channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you in the next one. Have a creative day.